Welcome, guys, to this very, very special and tremendously meaningful episode to me. Um, so, some people might say that reaching 250 subscribers is nothing compared to what others have, and I get that totally. Other Poke YouTubers are obviously in the millions and stuff like that, but it's a step in the right direction. It's definitely a start. And when I relaunched the channel, uh, I was hoping for good numbers for sure. And I feel like it's increased faster than I thought it would, if I'm being completely honest. So, from the bottom of my heart, before we begin here, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody for all the supports, all the views, the subscriptions, the comments, especially. I love interacting with you guys. It's been absolutely a great journey thus far. To celebrate in this episode, I'm doing uh three different products. Um, I bought one at a show and two on eBay. And a little disclaimer is that I want to hope for the best with these unboxings that we're about to do. However, in recent light of what's been going on, let's say with the release of Prismatic and the pre-orders of Journey Together, my biggest fear now is that more and more scammers and scalpers, and however you want to call them and define them, have been joining the industry and faking products. So I am going to open these three boxes, but I'm going to be a little skeptical until we truly open them and see what's inside, if you understand what I'm trying to get at. I'm hoping all three of these things are real, but in the day that we live in, I truly don't know anymore. Um, Without further ado, let's get to the first one, which is a product that I missed out in the stores when it came out, and I was very disappointed in myself. And I said, "Oh, one day I'll get it. One day I'll get it." And somebody approached me at a show, and I was like, "Well, I've been looking for this for a couple of years now, and I had to pick it up." The Celebi and Venusaur Tag Team Tin. Um, and I think I paid around this for it. I want to say around 100, and I'm excited because again I'm hoping that this is legit, and if it's legit, we're gonna get some good packs in here. Even if we don't get hits, even if we strike out, we're gonna get good packs from a good set. So there you go. And after this, I have two more surprises for you. But again, words alone can never express how grateful I am to the amount of support so far, and not even just from subscribers as well, but obviously the subscribers, because that doesn't make a difference in terms of the YouTube analytics. I'm not going to deny that, but I'm talking about even locally, friends, family, even the students, co-workers that kept rooting me on, and some of them do watch this, and I thank you guys as well. So here we go. And I was very happy to get this box because I've always wanted this promo card. I have the other cards from this set, or from the tag team set, already graded, and most of them are 10s. I bought one raw and the condition is not good, so I'm hoping that this one's better. We shall find out. And I will say, for the sake of the game, I'm gonna, because again I do play the game, I will keep the code, but I shall make it up to you hopefully with this episode and the other goodies that are to come. So there is our beautiful promo. The condition is much better. However, that corner right there is pretty bad, and this one is a little dented as well. But already the card is in much better condition than the other one that I bought raw. So this is a good start for me. And even though I do love fire types, it's just I love this tag team. And if you were playing the TCG at the time, to me this was a really awesome card to have in your deck, because of the attacks. Because for the 3 energies, as an example, not only are you causing 50 damage, you're also doing 3 different status effect changes on your opponent at the same time. Burned, confused, and poisoned, all at the same time. That's a lot. That's a lot. So that can add up to something significant in the actual game. So here is our awesome metal GX tag team marker. Wow, that is awesome. And here is a Crimson Invasion pack. We have Burning Shadows. And let's see, Sun and Moon base. And Steam Siege. Now give me a second while I throw this out. Okay, so at least I knew. So far, good news is I'm gonna move this away. So far that it is legit. It's not. So what we did prove just now by opening this is that it's not the original print run, because the original print run was supposed to have 2 team ups, which is what I was kind of hoping for. And I think 2 in XY packs if I saw in some videos. But this is definitely legit with the rerun of the tin. So these exact packs. So that's okay. So far, so good. So far we got good signs. Now I'm gonna go from, let's see, I'm gonna go from Steam Siege, Sun and Moon base, Burning Shadows, Crimson last. Even though Crimson was always a weak set. In fact, funny enough, I used to call Crimson Invasion the Steam Siege of the Sun and Moon set. Just like at first Battle Styles, in my opinion, became the same equivalent of the Sword and Shield, but then it kind of turned into Vivid Voltage. Alright, so this pack was a little easy to open, but let's see. Let's see, here you will get this. So, let's see what we get. So far, we're looking legit. And so far, I'm not worried. Krogunk and Drudagon. Alright, so again, they do look legit, so that's good. I'll take that. At least we have legits. Now, Sun and Moon base. So we're definitely opening up some older packs in this episode. Spoiler alert. As well as a fan favorite, I'll say. As well, Sun and Moon was 4. That's when it changes from 3 to 4 between X, Y, and Sun and Moon. Hey, Fairy Energy no longer in the card game. Alright, Stuffle, Litten, Torkoal, Young Goose, Hypno, and Beware. Alright, now, Burning Shadows. Oh yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, some water. Buffalance, Olivia, Kiawe, used to love that card. Cutiefly, Riolu, Grimer, Noibat, Horsey, Simisear, and oh yes, a Darkrai GX card 158. And back then, this still held true that when the first number is higher than the second, it's a secret rare. In this case, a rainbow rare. And Darkrai, definitely a popular Pokemon. Let me get my sleeve. That will definitely help. I don't know if it'll help us recover our funds, but it'll definitely help in the value of the tin. Now, Crimson. Crimson that I thought people were always sleeping on because I thought it had a beautiful Gyarados in it. And I don't think it got the justice it deserved. 2, 3, 4. Although, to be fair, I think Gyarados itself does deserve a really nice artwork in a future set. Speaking of which, I'm surprised it never came out. A&A, nope, nothing there. I'm surprised that they didn't come up with a nice Gyarados artwork, let's say, for 151. That would have been awesome. If a nice alt art was in there, that would have been great. All right, so surprise number 2 was that, I bought the next 2 items from eBay. And I paid quite a bit of money for it. And the original intention was part of it to use as to piece apart and use into mystery boxes of my own to sell online, and then the other portion was to use for my or to keep rather for my personal collection. The first one being this bad guy right here. The Crimson Invasion pre-release sets, now known as the Build and Battle kits. But the box is roughly the same things, almost the same size. You still get your pre-release card, hence the name pre-release set, or the pre-release box. You get your 4 packs. And here again, hoping that this is legit. So I'm going to find out with you guys right now. For this and the other item, I paid $1,300 on eBay, which I thought was a fantastic deal. But that's also why I was a little skeptical, if I'm being honest. And if the guy that I bought it from ever watches this, I hope you don't take offense in that I'm not trusting you. It's just, again, in the world that we live in, it's the unfortunate truth of how things have gone lately. But there's the pre-release card. So far looking very good. And our 4 packs are looking very good. All right. Awesome. So far, so good. And just to be clear, I'm going to display the others, even though I'm not opening the others. But just so you get an idea of what I got for the price I paid. But so far, it does look legit. So let me move this aside. And let's see what we got. As I knock down the Darkrai there. Not what I intended to do, and that might fall. Let me pick up Darkrai. So, I bought... the listing came with 5 of the Crimson Invasion pre-release kits, plus our next item. So, that will certainly help. So far, it's looking good. The credibility, and it's helping the episode. And just opening these packs is cool to me, because this is right around the time that I got back in. I got back in specifically when Evolutions released. XY Evolutions, which was the last set of the X and Y series. And then after that, I went all in, buying some Sun and Moon base, bought Guardians Rising, I bought Crimson Invasion, I bought Burning Shadows, I bought Team Up, and I still have a lot of those boxes in my personal collection. The one that I regret the most, if I did not share the story, I will share it now. The one I regret the most is I had at least 18 Evolutions booster boxes. And I ripped most of them open. And I did film a few for the old channel. Those videos unfortunately did not survive, because I wish I could re-upload them. And I regret opening them only because what they're worth now compared to what I paid back then is a massive difference. I would have made more keeping them sealed than opening them and getting the hits graded as I did. So, but learn from me that sometimes it is best to keep your stuff sealed. Alright, so far it's looking legit totally, which is very good. I'm very happy. And again, to the seller, I don't mean no disrespect. It's just, again, the way that the industry has been turning, you just never know. And listen, I'll point the finger at myself too, because if somebody bought something from me at a show, especially a show like, let's say, Collecticon, which I plan to attend both this year. The two that are coming to Jersey this year, one in July and one in November. If someone were buying something from me, whether it's a team up box, which I sold last year, an Evolutions box that I sold last year, and they say, hey, in this craziness, I can't trust people. I kid you not, mark my words, this is how I would do it. Because I can stand behind the stuff that I've owned for years, and I believe in integrity first and foremost, is that if you buy something from me and we're right there in person with each other, open it in front of me and we'll test it. We'll test the legitimacy of the cards. We'll test it. If it's good, you pay the money, no problem. We both walk away happy. If it's not good, you can give it back and I'll give, you don't even pay for it, and I just lose out on a product that turned out to be fake. Because I'd rather lose money on a product that turned out to be fake, but at the end of the day, that I truly did not know that it was fake, and I had no foul intentions towards anybody. I'd rather really lose out on, let's say, a $800 Evolutions box or a $2,000 Team Up box. I'd rather lose out on all of that than my reputation at the end of the day. So I certainly wouldn't take any offense to it if somebody presented that situation to me up front. So, sorry about all this ranting, but anyway, the second surprise, which was from the same seller on eBay, and now that I saw that the Crimson Invasion was very legit, I'm going to assume that this is legit. And again, a great deal then for $1,300. I got an entire case of Evolving Skies Build and Battle kits. But again, to be honest, I originally bought this because I wanted to keep this sealed. Something like this sealed is epic for me. I think I only have 2 Evolving Skies products in my collection, and they're both ETBs. I did not want to open this, but again, I have to test out the legitimacy of the cards, because I need to make sure that they're good. And again, I also thought of it, well, if I'm gonna rip it open anyway and test it, I might as well test it with you guys. And what better way to test it than in a celebratory episode? So here I go, nervous as heck to open this, because there goes part of the value in a sealed case. But I'm only gonna open one of the kits, because again, I really do want to keep the others sealed. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to just pick the first one right here. I'm not even going to debate it, just do it. Seal that. Put this away somewhere. And here we go. I mean, it feels good, feels legit. And, well, we'll find out right now. And so far, unfortunately, we got only the one hit with the Darkrai. And I had a feeling that would happen. I did say that in the beginning, even if we completely strike out. So, oh, geez, let me move it over. All right, so even if, we strike out, at least, again, this looks very legit, very beautiful. Pre-release, awesome, good. So that means our packs should be good. They certainly look good, they feel good, and we're doing this. That's it. Can't go back and reseal the case, so we're doing this. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And it certainly looks legit, still feels legit. Got a code card. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm nervous. Okay, here we go. Spirit Mask, Gordy, Braviary, Flabebe, Swablu, Litleo, Chinchou, Dino, Pinsir, and Flapple. And all the cards definitely feel legit, look legit. There's a coloring thing there that I see differently, though. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll show it to you after I open the second pack. There you go. Oh, sorry, make sure. Okay, there we go. Making sure it came out clear. I apologize that I did that a little too quickly. For my camera, at least. Pyroar, Vigoroth, Treasure Energy, Litleo, Eevee, Cutie Fly, Hitmonchan, Lotad, Drampa, and Jump Plus. So double hollows. Okay, alright. And again, looking good. Now, side note real quick. I just noticed with the first pack. I don't know if you can see the difference in the shade. Nah, you can't really notice it with the camera. I notice it much better in person, but like... How do I say this? So like these 3 cards, the shade of blue is definitely noticeably different than this one. I don't think it's coming out in the camera like that. But anyhow, it had me worried, but they still look very legit. So, we're going to keep it going. Pack number 3. There you go. 2, 3, 4. All right. Hypno, Fletchinder, Lantern, Hippopotas, Lillipup, Niggit, Bergmite, Roggenrola, Carvana, and Espeon V. At least we did get a hit, thankfully. Card 64, obviously not one of the big ones, but it certainly helps. And I will always take a hit. All right, last pack. Very good, very good. There you go. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Herdier, Scroll, Floets, Litleo, Chinchou, Dino, Pumpkaboo, Carvana, Psyduck, and... Oh, no way. No way. Oh my god. It's not the big one, but it's one of the big ones. The absolutely beautiful Leafeon VMAX. I couldn't even say it straight. Card 205. Well, this completely does the episode justice now. Let me grab my sleeve. Oh my god, that was amazing. You know, all the Evolving Skies I've opened, and I honestly at one point just gave up. I'm like, I'm never gonna get any of them. I bought a Sylveon at Collecticon for my daughter, and it was already graded. And speaking of which, hold on, because that was how I actually wanted to end the episode. So for the first time ever, what I'm doing is I'm going to send back some cards. Let me move that there before we do the recap. I'm sending back some cards that I've either purchased or graded myself to PSA to hopefully get a higher grade. And ironically enough, one of them is my daughter's Sylveon card. And I bought this at Collecticon, I think for around, I want to say between 120 150. I forgot the number, but beautiful card, and I think they missed the mark here. This looks like a perfect 10 to me, especially from the back, unless there's something in the front that I did not see. So there's one. Then got this Ninetales. Gonna send that back as well. Same thing, hoping for a 10, obviously. Then the Koro Mewtwo. And if it gets a 10, the value just skyrockets, but the population's low, that's probably why. One of them that I'm dying that host, I pray comes back a 10 is the Mario Pikachu. I think this definitely deserves a 10. I did not see any blemishes here, and I think they missed the mark here, especially when the rest of the set came back 10s. Can't wait to show that to you guys. Two cards that I've had graded for years. In fact, I take it back. In fact, these two cards belong to my very first submission ever with PSA around 7 years ago. And you can see that the certification numbers are sequential, and the end 658 on the right, 659 on the left. Love these cards, and I've held them for a long time. Obviously, my dad bought them years ago when I was a kid, and I don't think I'm gonna sell them because they're so cool. But if they can come back 10s, that'd be even better, because I just really didn't see where the 9 was at. But either way, I'm gonna try. Another pair here that I'm going to try out is the Yu Nagaba cards. Same thing. The certification numbers are sequential with the rest of the set, and these two out of all of them were the only two that came back 9s. So resubmitting these, see if I can get a full 10 set. Last but not least, since Ninetales is my favorite, I'm going to send back these two. And they're not English. One, as you can see, one is German, one is Spanish, and I do believe that each one can possibly squeeze up a grade, as you can see here. So at least with the German one, I'm not seeing any real defects on the rear. With the Spanish one, I do see a little bit of the edging on the corner. So this might stay the 8, but I'm going to send it back just in case if it can get the 9. Obviously, there'll be a separate episode on when they return. Other than that, I'll just finish off again by saying, oh, no, not yet. Hold on. I forgot to recap. I apologize. So from our tin, aside from the beautiful promo, we have the Darkrai GX Rainbow Rare. That was great. And then from the Build and Battle kit, we have an Espeon. And the very amazing, never thought I would pull, Leafeon VMAX. Just in time to get it graded and hopefully make a little bit of money in time for Collecticon, because I'm going to get this back before Collecticon for sure. Now, will I automatically say here, I don't think it's a 10, and the only reason I say that is because, first of all, the fact that I just dropped it. But see a little bit of edging on that corner. I don't know if you can see it right there. And I can see a little bit on this corner. So I'm trying to be fair here. I don't think this will come back a 10. And of course, watch when I film that episode, whenever that comes back. Watch me say I'm praying for the 10, but just remind me from this video that I said it probably wasn't going to be a 10. Because I'll probably forget that. But all in all, seriously, words are not enough to express my gratitude to everyone who's been rooting me on and cheering me on and kept pushing me to keep doing what I'm doing and stuff like that. Absolutely. Thank you to all. I hope you guys have enjoyed the journey thus far. There's a lot more to come. This is not over by any means of the imagination. Especially for my students, that even though the industry is getting a lot more expensive, I am vowing to double down on making sure that they continue to enjoy it as fans, as true fans. A lot of giveaways are coming for my students as a result of all the support here. And yes, I do need to start doing at least a giveaway of some sort on the channel. I'm not sure how to go about it, but definitely, well, stay tuned for that, because for my loyal subscribers who have been with me from the very get-go, these 250 of you, or at least the very first 100, let's say, for sure, I have to, you guys deserve something at this point from me. I just need to figure out what that is. Other than that, as always, thank you. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.